It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up...
The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cardinals offense set to take over for the first time, and they are piloted by their fifth-year quarterback, two-time Pro Bowler as well, Kyler Murray.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Throws this one right side to Pascal. 2 yards, good enough for a first. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's McLeod on the return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Niners offense set to go to work, and it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other 2/3, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams. They'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this Arizona defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, You get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Murray now to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. 2nd and a couple. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Purdy now on 2nd down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Niners had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Look at this Arizona defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Returnable here for Callaway. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's into the hands of Pascal. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. For this defense, CD, and going up against Kyler Murray here, what's the secret to keeping him in check?
Having better athletes than him, which is really unrealistic. So I go way back in football. They used to have a coverage called the umbrella coverage with 4 defenders back deep. Now you want to try and move that umbrella in front with Kyler Murray. Kind of surround him and keep him hemmed into the pocket. Because if he breaks out, he's going to hurt your defense in a big way with his legs.
We're scoreless after 1. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again, Murray. To Connor on the check down. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That's complete to McBride. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Matt Prater for the Cardinal field goal.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Cards post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Now Purdy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Go the other way. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find some...
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jeff Swain, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 14-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. San Francisco's offense returns to the field, and they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 23 yards on the play.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On third down, it's Purdy. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. L.J. Collier, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Powering his way forward. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. On play action, it's Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Ertz has it left side. He's got room past the 30, and finally taken down at the 36-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. McLeod to return it. It'll be a 44-yard pump. The return goes for 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Now this throw caught left side and out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This now a 3rd and 4. Purdy now to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Got him in. It's Brown. The Cardinals going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 1st down, Murray. Screen pass to Connor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got his man. That's Ertz downfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. A final shot before half for Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Pascal in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 18 now. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we reach halftime here in Glendale. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Purdy. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Back to throw, Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, 49ers.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And he slides to avoid the hit. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
On first down, Purdy. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. And his pass incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Give running right is Mitchell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run. Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
McCaffrey is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Moody good with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Callaway, the return man. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've got to sit through halftime. They sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Murray now. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Open man is Samuel, complete. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Tackle made by Kaiser Wright. You know he can fly to the ball, and he showed it there.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Purdy looking to throw. ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Out of the gun, Purdy. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down.
And his kick here is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get him back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense.
You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction. I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On third down, it's Connor. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Now Purdy.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Purdy from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And this is caught. Jennings. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about throwing for it right here and right now.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They'll go with the Brooks as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
That is caught, and finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Mitchell trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Purdy. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is right through. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is into the weekend in the NFC. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Yeah, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Murray now to throw. Oh, that is incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. On 1st down, it's Purdy. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
At 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Play action. Now Purdy.
His throw incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Purdy. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Murray now on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Purdy now to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And this one is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people out of blitz.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Breaks through the contact. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, They're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even.
There he goes, right side. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. But it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football,
the pressure gets to him again. Nick Bosa, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Pulled in at the 24. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Purdy. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Purdy. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Plenty of time, and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 5, 80 seconds remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And Down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now Murray. And that's complete to Brown. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Murray to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. An injury stoppage here and a lot of worried faces on that offense and on that sideline as Kyler Murray is in some discomfort. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Able to find Ertz. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Dobbs. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second.